If I want to like survive, I have to left hope. So welcome to Colorful Tears. This is the safe place where we can cry together. But our tears will be colorful. So this is the story why I left the home. So going to abroad, it was like dream the day I born, I think. No, I always want to go USA. It was like my all the time dream, like New York, baby. I always want to go there. One day, this my dream will come true. One day. And I, I do everything. I go to the embassy like a lot of time, but they never give me visa. I don't know, something wrong with me. I also tried the green card a lot of time, but I just don't get lucky. I'll be honest, I never ever thinking about Spain. It's not even in my list. I'll be so honest. Then I came in Valencia and I became a refugee because of my past things. You know, my country is one of the 20% of my country and more is occupied by Russia. And we are always against it and we are always protest about it. I'm also a refugee in my country 2 times. I should take my home, my family's home. So there was very hard situation in my country as a political reasons. I became a refugee here. And then I start the hardest part of my life. Making documents in Spain. Cita. If you know this word, you know. Cita is like the hardest thing. Because in my country it's very easy. There we have like public house, like one huge house. You just go there and you can do basically every document in one area very fast. Spain is way more different and it's about documents. It's just impossible to make it. This is the difference, you know. It's impossible. Thanks God I was lucky, and when I came here in 2 weeks I already have a like appointment. Sita is the appointment to the police and I can become a refugee. Then I waiting. Okay, this is the story how many times I changed my house. I think 50 times more or less. Stay with me. Can you stay with myself? First was in Valencia place where I live with the other people and I meet the 2 Georgian girls and it became very easy for me because we are like helping each other. Then they sent me one of the hotel in Valencia. I stayed there 1 month. Then they sent me in a Murcia. They give me house before I have a like work permission. I lived there 5 months. And then from the Murcia, I come back in Valencia, my mother's friend house. I just be there like 2 or 3 months and I trying to desperately find jobs, so I cannot find anything. Then some of the very famous Georgian restaurants have writing down that we want to waitress. I write them and I basically was like just put my bags and I came in Madrid. I was want to come Madrid. And so inside there was one of the women who lied to me and she told me I give you a house if you do like some logos and stuff. I basically did everything what she wants and I came her house in Madrid, and she after like basically 3 days when I came her house she said I only give you 2 months and you have to find a job, blah blah blah. But second day I already have a job in Georgian restaurant. I was working all day, like 12 hours in a day, and then I go home and I do some design job, what I promised her. But after 2 days, I go home and someone sleeping in my bed. I was like, what's going on? And she said, like, we just opened her door. She did not basically do anything, so we can use her room. And no one told me about this. So I left this house like 1 week. I have like 4 day. This is 4. I have a 4 day off from the new restaurant, Georgian restaurant. I start working like 1 week. And this 4 day, I find a new house with the Georgian family. They give me room. I move. But basically, I did not live there because when I was working in a Georgian restaurant 4 months, I was living in the restaurant. It's a very famous Georgian restaurant. That was one of the hardest part in my life. This is the hardest job I ever did. And how the boss treating us, there was a horrible experience. I don't even talk about this. After 4 months, I left because my healthy was like very dangerous situation. I was basically dying because a lot of things. After that, it was became extremely hard to find a job, but thanks God I always have like freelance job as my profession from a Georgia. I always working some of the project, most of the time NGO organization, because my main thing what I work is the women's rights and human rights generally. So I don't have a job like 4 and 5 months, and then I started working in a Georgian restaurant, another one again, and this time I move another house, and I started working there. I was working the 1 month. They did not give me contract, which I need so much for my documents, and basically I left. But I also left the house like after 2 months because they have to write me down in the house, because I need this paper for my documents. They did not do it, so I left the house, and I move another house. But this time I have some freelance job from Georgia, and I was good. Then I became very, very ill. Like I have a COVID 2 times, but something what happened the last year in a winter, there is nothing. I never been that ill. I basically cannot get up from the bed. My friends coming to my house and give me food by hand, and I was just trying to survive. And woman, another Georgian one, how I live with. It's another horrible story. Georgian people. After 2 months, I have to move. I find the room, but basically before one day when I ask what time I have to take my bags and blah blah blah, she told me, "Oh, you cannot move. There's someone who who lives in the house. Did not like left the room. I cannot kick them out." I was like, "What I have to do right now?" Sorry. Basically, I cannot go anywhere. So my cousin lives here and she have a house. So my father asked her, and I moved with her 2 months. And that was the hardest thing for me, not because of them, because of me, because I feel extremely hard to living with them and living my relatives. Basically I did not go home. I spent like hours in a park. Don't spend a lot of much time in the house. It was horrible. I want to be invisible. I don't want anyone see me to feel I live there. And then I find the European Corps program like Erasmus, because at this same time I'm trying to find job. I send my CVs. I go to like creative agency. I go the NGO organization like with my CV. No one ever opened the door. No one ever answering to the email. No one ever take the phone. It's impossible to find a job like this. Then my organization contact the NGO organization in Georgia, contact another NGO organization who is the partner in a United Kingdom, and they contact their organization in Spain, and they write it that someone will come and you have to like listen to her. And that's how I go in Action Aid. I love them. They just basically like save my life. And I go there. I said like I will working. I will do anything, really anything and everything. They have a program right now, but they don't have a space. But one of the girl, it was like 8 months volunteering program. One of the girl left. So basically 2 months I moved one of the best house in Madrid I live. I end up there. I live there 10 months. It's the best experience. This is the house, old vibe. It looks like Georgia, so I feel like a home, really. I live there 2 months and I working for them. But I'm not a volunteer because I'm a like professional in my job. So basically I charge of everything. Then program it's finished. It was the last year summer. So I moved to Cordoba, where my very close relative lives, and 4 months I live with her and I love her. We have like so much fun. It still was hard because I still don't have a job, but I love her, and she's very like I feel very comfortable with her because she lived with me when I was like very young, so I know her so good, and she's one of my favorite person. 4 months I lived there, and then I come back the last year I come back in October, the same program, but this time 8 months, like fully. This is Erasmus program. So 8 months I live in dream. The best time. They give us the volunteering like salary, which is like 300 something. It's very less, but I'm so happy. At least I have a house and little money. The first 4 months I live alone in the room, and the second 4 months I live another girl, but last month I live alone. This is the house, which is the amazing view. It is in the center of Madrid, and I'm the happiest every day. Like 2 days in a week we are going to the office, and I do the major and amazing project with them, and I'm so thankful they give me this chance. And I working amazing project like for a Gaza, like this Eurovision, for like some climate change, and the background they're using my beautiful country, by the way. The 8 months was the perfect 8 months in immigration, and then in February finally I have my answer. It's like a positive. So I have my documents, I have ID, I have passport finally. But all this time I always going in the different appointments, different like lawyer, blah. Was the hardest part for me. So hard. In May we finished the program, this 8 months volunteering program, and now in June, and I live in my friend's house, like and but I working some freelance project from ActionAid because they love what I do and they appreciate what I do. And my like who is my boss she's an amazing person. She's trying to help me. She cannot give me like fully job because they don't have a like position, and they don't have enough money because the NGO organization, it's always money problem. But she give me some freelance project and opportunities, and I'm so thankful because at least I have something. I also trying to find a job because like even a half time because like end of this month I have to leave this house because my friend's coming back, and then I have no idea what I have to do. I really don't know what I have to do. So basically I changed the house like 15 or 16 times more or less. Yes, there was the huge struggle story. I said very quickly, but trust me, it's like 1,000 million tears inside this story. 1,000 million I give up. I wanna just go home. I don't care. I'm no one here. I have like very realistic moments too. I just going back home. I don't care anymore, but I stay. I'm still here. I'm still fighting, and I still hope I find a job. But this working in this organization 8 months give me a lot of like experience, and I meet a lot of amazing people who are working in an NGO organization. I appreciate my work, so I hope it will be my time to shine and work as an illustrator or an animator, one of the organization, because they're working on the human rights and most the women's right. It's very important for me to think what I want to do all my life. So let's hope. It was the colorful tears and like our ending traditionally. And this video really deserved this ending. 3 years. Crazy, huh? Bye. See you next video.